Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Chief Meteorologist Tim Miller. Weather coverage you can count on. The Live 5 for 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Dust off those winter jackets because we're going to be in the freezer tonight, lows in the 20s. Details coming up in your 5 for 6 forecast.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 4, the family that created a path to home ownership. The influence of Rosalind Carter on Habitat for Humanity. Also ahead, a local teacher under arrest, what we found out so far. And the health benefits of giving back during the holidays. News Channel 6 at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thank you for joining us. Jenny is off today. We're going to get to our top stories in just a moment, but first, how about this weather? Ever changing and getting colder, especially for the next couple of nights. We're going to check right in now with meteorologist Miller Hyatt.
6 forecast, Brad.
Miller, thanks. Leaders from across the nation saying farewell to former First Lady Rosalind Carter. Today, a service at Emory University. The story from our Atlanta Bureau Chief Archith Seshadri.
A moment of reflection and respect to pay goodbye to the former 39th First Lady, Mrs. Rosalind Carter. A touching 2-hour tribute here inside Emory University's Glenn Memorial United Methodist Church. Among the attendees, her husband of 77 years, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter. He was in a wheelchair and a blanket and said his final goodbyes to his wife. Also, former U.S. President Bill Clinton and his wife Hillary Clinton, U.S. President Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, VP, as well as all the current living First Ladies, including Laura Bush, Melania Trump, and Michelle Obama. The esteemed guest list also included musicians, including Trisha Yearwood, Garth Brooks, and the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra playing her favorite songs and tunes. Her relatives, her family members reciting her favorite scriptures. She left a legacy behind, including having a White House's office, an East Wing office, as well as championing causes like mental health, as well as caregiving. Many people who knew and worked with her say she was someone that really valued people and connected with people in all walks of life. Flags are now being flown at half-staff to honor Mrs. Carter. The services continue on Wednesday in Plains, Georgia, at the Maranatha Baptist Church. Reporting outside Emory University, Archith Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.
And former President Jimmy Carter was at that service today. He did not make any remarks. His daughter, Amy, spoke on his behalf. And Jimmy and Rosalind Carter certainly made it their life's mission to build homes, didn't they? Habitat for Humanity is still going so strong. Here's News Channel 6's Renetta Dubose.
This blue home is the 83rd build for Habitat in the city, and it joins a few more on Richmond Hill Road, making the Carter's dream a reality. Habitat for Humanity started in Georgia in 1976. Less than a decade later, President Jimmy Carter and his wife, Rosalind, would put hammer to the nail in Americus, sealing the deal that the organization closely aligned with their values. Now the work they cherish can be felt in the Garden City, with the last 3 builds and one on the way happening on Richmond Hill Road. Bernadette Fortune runs the local Habitat. She says just seeing the Carters in the media empowers others to work.
We do have individuals at our affiliate who have built with the Carters, and just the stories that they told, it was just so moving about how they weren't standing on the side directing people to do things. They were down and getting in there and picking up the hammers and building and doing everything themselves. I sometimes can barely get out of bed and get moving in the morning, and he's off building houses in his 90s. It's just inspirational, and I think anybody who, is a witness to that, whether we are blessed enough to be able to build with him or we've seen it in the social media, it's moving and it inspires people to get out and do something.
Now, the next build takes place early next year. In Augusta, Renetta Dubose, WJBF News Channel 6.
A death investigation is underway in Aiken County. Today, officers found a body in the water near a boat ramp on New Holland Road. So far, no word on who it is. We do know the sheriff's office and the coroner's office are investigating. This community remembering the life of an Augusta preschooler. There's going to be a balloon released tonight on what would have been Zyke Ryan's 5th birthday. He died after an incident on Murphy Road this month where deputies say Zyke grabbed a gun that was on the kitchen table and shot himself in the head. Just a horrible, Horrible story. Officers say the gun belonged to 19-year-old Ladarian Ryans, and he and 35-year-old Brittany Ryans there are in jail, charged with second-degree murder. That balloon release set for 5:45 tonight on Minute Park. That is on Kissingbauer Road. News Channel 6 is continuing to look into the arrest of a Grovetown middle school teacher. 29-year-old Kimberly Barnes got arrested November 15th in Columbia County on credit card fraud charges out of Edgefield County. Well, she's now out on bond, and Hannah Latier is here now with new information on her arrest. Hannah?
Thank you, Brad. Grovetown police pulled Barnes over for speeding a few weeks ago. That's when they learned the Edgefield Police Department has been looking for her for more than a year. Barnes used to be a teacher at Jet Middle School in Edgefield County. An incident report accuses her of using another teacher's credit card number to buy $62 in gas and $25 in pizza. It goes on to state that when a deputy and a school official confronted Barnes, she denied the purchases. She was then placed on administrative leave, and when deputies went to arrest her after her warrant was issued, they found her listed address to be abandoned. A spokesperson for the Columbia County school system says when Barnes was hired at Grovetown Middle School in July of this year, a federal and state background check was conducted, which came back clear. They said these background checks and an FBI fingerprint scan are part of the school board's hiring process. The question is, why wouldn't the warrant have shown up on the background check, and what other routes could have been taken?
That certainly makes us wonder, but again, I can't speak to what was done in Columbia County, or not done in this case, maybe. It was a good investigation, good evidence, good presentation to the court, and the warrants were served, and she's out on bond, and she'll have her day in court.
When we asked the Columbia County Board of Education for Barnes's personnel file, they told us it can't be released until the investigation is over. We've also reached out to other law enforcement agencies about other possible prior arrests. Brad?
Hannah Latier tonight, thank you. The city of Aiken has a new leader, Teddy Milner, getting sworn into office last night. She unseated Rick Osmond in a runoff election in August.
I'd like to see infrastructure be improved in the town. I'd love to see police salaries increase in the town. I'd like to see the buildings downtown renovated that are in disrepair.
Former Mayor Rick Osmond said there is still a lot to be done in Aiken, and he says the city is in great hands. In Waynesboro, a couple of candidates facing off to become the next mayor. Vice Mayor James Jones trying to unseat incumbent William Tinley. Neither one got more than 50% of the vote this month, so they will go at it again. Early voting for the race now underway. You can cast your ballot at the Burke County Courthouse from 9 to 5 through Friday, and then the runoff election coming up next Tuesday, December 5th. Major renovations continue at an Augusta Park. A commission committee accepting the concept plans for a $6 million makeover of Dias Park. Plans that call for the demolition of the 130-year-old fire station. It served as a community center before it was closed 5 years ago.
The structure is old. It's going to be hard to preserve that structure. We should be open to having conversations about what to do there, but at the end of the day, we have the opportunity to build a community center there, and the neighborhood can actually use, and we're looking forward to moving forward.
The plans also include new basketball and pickleball courts, and removing the swimming pool in favor of a splash pad. South Carolina Foundation is trying to help local farmers file for financial help. It's part of the Discrimination Assistance Program. Andrea Gibbons reports.
President Biden signed this program into law last year. It's valued at $2.2 million. Its goal is to help farmers who may have been underserved in previous years. The deadline for the program was originally in October, but in a news release, the USDA extended the program until January 13th, stating the USDA knows it must earn the trust of farmers, ranchers, and forest owners who are eligible for this program. That makes transparency in the administration of the Discrimination Financial Assistance Program crucial. I spoke with Pig 42's hub manager, who says there's still a lot of local land that's gone unfarmed because farmers could not get the funding for it.
So lots of black farmers just walked away. and hopefully we can recuperate some things so people can begin to supply the United States with food again like we used to.
The Pick 42 Foundation is a nonprofit that helps the community through several initiatives, including fresh local food giveaways, Christmas drives, and free fitness classes. Representatives from the organization say the assistance program is not just for Black or female farmers, it's for any producer who may have been wrongly denied loans from the USDA prior to 2021.
All farmers should be filling this out because traditionally only a few farmers have been able to capitalize on loans and so forth. The big farmers, the little farmers just haven't had a chance to do that.
They say the application is 40 pages long, but with the help of assistance, that time is cut in half.
And it's free. Where other people were trying to charge $100 on, so to get this paperwork done, where, we've stepped in and found a way we can get it done here for free.
To learn more about the financial assistance program or to apply, you can go to 22007. That's 22007apply.gov. People are giving back to their communities in honor of this Giving Tuesday. We'll show you how they are making a difference right here at home. Coming up next.
.org.
Welcome back, everybody. It is your chance to help make a child smile this holiday season. News Channel 6 and our Giving Your Best partners once again teaming up for our annual holiday toy drive. Won't you please drop off a new unwrapped toy here at Television Park now until December 8th. You can also bring that toy to any Security Federal location. Today, people all over the world are recognizing Giving Tuesday. It's a global generosity event that encourages folks to give back to charities, trying to kick off the Christmas season the right way. Giving Tuesday started back in 2012 as a way to inspire millions of people around the globe to give back. And according to GivingTuesday.org, last year more than $3 billion was raised for charities all over the world. Open Paws Food Pantry at Augusta University is one of them. Since 2016, it has helped to make sure that all AU students have enough to eat.
It is particularly important this time of the year as we're headed towards finals and, having quick meals is so useful for our students. And so this is a timely opportunity to partner with us. This is a timely opportunity to support our students and our mission to address food insecurity.
The Augusta Players are officially launching a capital campaign to fund renovations to take care of a new building. They're selling engraved bricks.
So it can have just your name, it can have a dedication to a past loved one, or anything of that nature. We are also selling windows and doors.
You can get your brick or make a donation to the Augusta Players at Augusta University online. We have a link to both at WJBF.com. And how about Voorhees College in Denmark, South Carolina? They're raising money today to provide $200,000 worth of student scholarships. Take a look now at other local groups taking part in this Giving Tuesday.
I'm attorney Jamie Casino. If you're injured,
There's 70, Brad.
All right, thanks a lot, Miller. When it comes to cold weather and snow, you either love it or hate it. And coming up, two dogs show us just what they think of the abominable snowman. Stay with us.
Hey, CSRA.
You've never been afraid to put in the work. The extra early, extra late, extra work. Because you understand that education is the key that unlocks everything. Better pay, better hours, better opportunities, a better you. And playing the lottery is no different. Getting educated before you play gives you the tools you need to be a better player. Like knowing when to play and when to take a rain check. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou to be a better player.
iPhone 15 Pro, your husband deserves.
A couple of dogs in Michigan are known for loving everyone and everything except snowmen. Meet 3-year-old English labs Stella and Louise, and apparently they do not like snowmen. Their owner says they took out 5 of them last year alone, and they are taking that one out with authority. No matter what it takes, they are going to make sure the snowman disappears. There's a lot more coverage you can count on coming up at 4:30, including why Hunter Biden has agreed to testify. We'll have that story for you in just a moment.